Hello Brigadiers, welcome to Formula 1 2014 once again for the second Chinese Grand Prix. We are on the pole once again, followed by Rosberg, Hamilton, Alonso, Ricciardo, Vettel, Hülkenberg, Magnussen, Massa, and Perez. Setup is locked in. We have a 63% chance of rain. And with that said, let's go to the grid. Also, I forgot to mention that the part we put on failed. Anyway, 5 lights and we are away in China. Our left front tire is already showing signs of trouble. As we are pulling yet another Lewis Hamilton, and we have opened up our lead to about 2 seconds. As we go around this banked right-hander, down the long back straight. We have to put the fuel down the lean because that is like all the other tracks. We are on the aggressive fuel strategy, or whatever you want to call it. And we come around, and that is 1 lap around China. Now that we've gone down the lean fuel mixture, we are now losing time to the rest of the field. And there is Rosberg coming up quick. Reducing it another 3/10 in the first sector. Way off the course, we go up to the AstroTurf, and there is Rosberg. DRS not activated until the next lap, so we should be fine. Rosberg getting his first win in this series at this track back in 2012. Or was it 2011? I forget. Anyway, coming around once again to complete lap 2. Take out the ball art, almost spin out. DRS activated this lap, and Rosberg is already using it. To the inside he goes. We're going to have the outside through the snail section. Slide it through turn 2. And out of 3. Ricciardo, 144.014, fastest lap. Up to the AstroTurf once again. Here comes Rosberg on the way back. Green Sector 2. That's a personal best. And will he have a run down the back? He will. Here he goes. A little bit too hot into the hairpin, but we saved it. He's going to have another run going up the hill. Yes, I know, Andy. Rosberg inside, up the hill once again. Giving him plenty of room. But he falls back in line. May have made slight contact. Our fuel is optimal, but I'm not putting it back up to standard just yet. Rosberg still on my tail as we head to the back once again. Still not in the purple. He will have DRS, and he's coming up quick once again. To the inside, he will go. We're going to block him. Should be up to standard. Should be up to +1 on fuel. Either this lap or the next one. Hopefully it's sooner rather than later. Rosberg inside once again, going up the hill through the snail section. And he's got Ricciardo on his gearbox. Rosberg again trying to get by. Anytime the fuel wants to go up to +1, that'd be great. Rosberg and Ricciardo both will have DRS. Tries to go on the outside. Pulls back in line after we take away his line on the inside. Ricciardo drops back. Taking out the bollard once again. I don't know how they set that thing back up. We're running on lean. Of course he's going to close the gap. We go way wide up the hill. That opens the door for Rosberg. Vettel, fastest lap, 43.84. Ricciardo has surrendered third to Hamilton now. So we're still trying to find that extra bit of fuel to go back up to standard. Rosberg might take a look, and he did. No room. Out of the corner we will go again. And he will have DRS. But will he have time to get up to me? And there he goes like a rocket. Crossover into the hairpin. Move executed perfectly. All are dead again. And we're going to be putting this back up to standard. Rosberg on the inside, up the hill. Vettel fastest lap, 43.69. A little bit wide after going on the curb, but we managed to keep it under control. Up onto the AstroTurf. That was a big mistake on my part. Way wide through that apex. And now he'll have DRS for certain now. To the inside he goes. To the outside rather. We still keep the lead, and there goes Ricciardo to Rosberg's outside. Rosberg keeps position. We set our personal best at a 44.68. Don't say. Anyway, 4 cars under a blanket here. The 2 Mercedes cars and Daniel Ricciardo in 3rd are all stalking me for the lead. It's a shame we don't have curves anymore, to be honest. We're back to optimal fuel. Rosberg inside. Still can't get the move done, but we go way wide through the hairpin. We're going to go up to Rich for a lap, see what happens. First pit stop won't be until lap 17. Here comes Rosberg down the inside rather. God damn, use your words. All three of those guys are lined up. Still green sectors. But we have opened up the gap slightly. Rosberg will still have DRS, possibly. Doesn't look like he will actually. And now he will, as I made a mess of the hairpin.
You need to increase the gap. You're within 1 second of the car behind. He will use DRS.
Personal best lap, 43.87. We get loose in the snail section. And now we set a purple sector 2.
We think the car behind is running on full revs. He's trying to close the gap.
He's running in a Merc. He's going to be closing the gap. This is 2014, is it not? May have just ruined our fastest lap there. Yes, we did a 43.74. We messed it up in the hairpin. DRS has gone down, and we don't even need to use it anyway, so it's no problem. Not closing the gap anymore, though. Or opening the gap, rather. Slided around that corner after getting up onto the curb. .05 of a second off the fastest lap. Uh-oh.
We need to think about turning down the fuel mix to ensure we have enough for the end of the race. Looking at the figures, we think that Rosberg will be stopping in 3 laps' time.
Rosberg stopping in 3 laps, so that's good. And Ricardo, 43.46, new fastest lap. He is now stalking Rosberg, which should give me an opening. And there's no opening to be found as Rosberg has closed the gap once again. He will have DRS. Here he comes. He takes a look to the inside. Nothing doing there. Tires are going off. Yeah, thought so. Tires are going off now because of all the fighting we were doing. Here goes Rosberg up the inside, down the inside. Tried for the crossover, but he went ahead instead. Now we got Ricciardo to deal with. Tried to go for a dive bomb on Rosberg. It didn't work. Don't slide the tires. It looks like we'll be out of the DRS zone. Thank God, because we might be able to use it this time. Now we're out of DRS. Oh, no we're not. And Ricciardo has it as well. Still sliding the tires. And there it is. We got light rain on the way. Ricciardo coming up the inside. Down the inside. I'm not gonna lie, I hate my teammate right now. He was the one who suggested we go. Okay, Rosberg in 2 laps time. Anyway, teammate was the one who decided the aggressive race strategy. So I kind of hate him right now. They go way wide. Rosberg gets away even further. Here comes Ricciardo. Goes up the outside rather. We go for the crossover. Makes slight contact. Eliminate another Ballard. Tried to pinch off Ricardo. I think we took off a little bit of his front wing.
Your tyres are too hot. I need you to slow in the corners to cool them off.
Too hot, huh? They're worn. Of course they're going to be too hot. This car's been sitting in the garage for about a month. A little bit more than a month, actually.
Okay, it looks like the car ahead is trying to create a gap. He's running full revs, maximum power.
Alright, well, Rosberg got away, but still plenty of racing left. Maybe a safety car will save us. Or the rain might as well. We're going to give Ricardo the outside. Go for another crossover maneuver. Up over the curb. And his teammate Sebastian Vettel is on his gearbox, wanting in on the action. Gonna pit next time by for white wall medium tires. Yeah, the last time I moved it to mix 3, it got worse. Now you know what? Up to standard we will go. And while we were dawdling with the fuel mixture, Rosberg opened up his lead. It's now to 5.4 seconds. Red Bulls are in hot pursuit. We're going to do the same thing to Ricardo. Light rain in 10 minutes. I see. We're going to pit a lap early here. Maybe we can get a jump on these guys. Let me put the white walled mediums on and we're away. 3.7 seconds. We'll come out behind our teammate.
Watch out for traffic as you rejoin the track.
Stay off the grass. That's great. Anyway, as Andy said, we're on the prime tire. We're going to have
3 seconds between you and the car behind. See if you can increase the gap.
got one stop left on lap 39. But that might be canceled out if we get rain. We're gonna put the fuel up to standard once again. 7.3 seconds behind our teammate, Fernando Alonso. He's the yellow dot on the mini-map there. We got cars pitting ahead of him as we make a mess of the hairpin. We're gonna go past Alonso. Then we'll cycle through in the 4th position behind Vettel. Put the mixture up to Rich for a lap or two, see how it goes. Way wide we go.
We're faster than the guy ahead in sector 1. Let's see if we can use that to our advantage.
Well, I don't know if you noticed this, Andy, but it's this sector 3. So yeah, we're at a DRS range. Damn it. But we closed the gap nicely there. Still at a DRS range. But that doesn't matter as we set the fastest lap of the race at a 43.04. And the Red Bulls are fighting for position. Vettel is caught up to his teammate, Ricciardo. Loose over the curb. We get up on the AstroTurf, and that allowed them to get away. Oh, damn it.
Weather reports suggest light rain in approximately 5 minutes.
Should I have stayed out on those options, I wonder? Because if it rains and I would have stayed out, I would have been up on these guys with tire strategy. And we're back down to optimal fuel. Gonna have to keep an eye on that. Still not in DRS range. Neither is Hamilton behind me.
Slower traffic ahead. Be careful when overtaking. They should let you through.
Shouldn't have to let us through. This is racing. Oh wait, you're talking about slower traffic. Yeah, they should let us through.
Carry on with the job you're doing.
First lap car is Jules Bianchi. As we have a car out of this race, I didn't see who it was. May or may not have DRS. this time by. No, we're too far out. Maybe. Yep. And Kamui Kobayashi is our next lap car. God, the brakes on this thing are getting a little bit. Slide it out of the final corner. Almost got another fastest lap, but not quite. 43.120. Vettel got it though. 42.98. Hounding his teammate, but Ricardo's not giving an inch. We're gonna park it down in standard mix for the moment. The clouds are starting to come in. Vettel's still hounding Ricardo for second rather. We're way out of DRS range now. We should just not worry about that. Much better run through the hairpin this lap. Cut the final corner to avoid the bollard, and, well, yeah, that was a little bit... That was not good driving on my part. You don't say. Vettel, fastest lap again, a 42.635. But he still can't get by his teammate. Hopefully Multi-21 doesn't get implemented. Because fuck team orders, that's why.
Excellent work. Try to keep this pace. This is what we need right now. We think there's a chance of heavy rain in a few minutes' time.
Okay, now it's been upgraded to heavy rain. And I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's starting to drizzle on the screen right now. It's starting to drizzle.
You're coming up on a group of slow-moving cars. Try to pass them quickly.
Who is this in front of us here? It's a lapped car, and it is Pastor Maldonado. Up on the AstroTurf out of the hairpin. We're still losing time on these guys. And no one has decided to fix the bollard this lap. Good. Vettel has dropped off the back of his teammate. Thanks to Maldonado, I believe. And as I say that, he goes right ahead, speeds back up.
Pace is good. Pace is good.
Go by Max Chilton, who is now racing an Indy car. And is a lot more competitive than he was in Formula One. No, really, he's actually passing cars other than his teammate. In fact, I don't know if he even has a teammate in IndyCar. Speaking of teammates, that was Kamui Kobayashi's teammate, Marcus Ericsson. He just went by. We may have to pit for intermediates before long here. The track surface is starting to get a little bit damp. We have DRS. I don't know how.
Keep the tires warm. Keep warming the tires.
Went for a dive bomb, but we weren't close enough.
Be aware, we think the car behind is trying to save fuel.
We don't have DRS that time because he's a little bit more than a second ahead.
Recommend you switch over to intermediate next time you pit. The current tyre you're running on is struggling to grip in these conditions.
Well said, my good man. Yeah, it's getting a little bit slippery out here, so we're gonna have to switch to green wall intermediates.
Intermediate tyres for next box. Intermediate tyres.
In fact, I don't know how the rest of these guys haven't done it yet. Oh, and they're starting to up there.
Fernando coming to the pits. Fernando in the pits now.
Before long, we're gonna be on the blue wall wet tires. And Jesus H. Christ, it is slippery out here. Vettel has gotten away. Rightfully so. In fact, let's take a look at the race director, see what these guys are on. Alright, intermediate, and Esteban Gutierrez is the sole retirement thus far. The second Sauber. Sliding it around this corner. We may need to go to the wets rather than the intermediates. Actually, no, we're gonna stick with the intermediates for this one. The track isn't wet enough yet, I don't think. Wait, before I pull in again, let's see. Alright, everyone's on the intermediates except for the four of us up here. Alright. And in we will go for the intermediate tires. Put the fuel mixture back down the lane so we don't lose any fuel. Intermediate tires.
Intermediate tyres confirmed.
Is Vettel on wets? Well, I guess we'll find out.
Traffic at the pit exit. Watch out as you rejoin the track.
There goes Ericsson. Back by. He'll have to give up his position again, though.
New set of intermediate tyres on the car. That leaves just one stop remaining.
And now that we have intermediates on the car, the rule says we don't have to use both dry compounds for the rest of the race. So depending on how long this storm goes on for, if it dries up before the race ends, we'll put the options back on. Way out of line we go. Not hitting any apexes now. Except for that one. This setup is not optimized for wet conditions. Cutting the hairpin a little bit too much there. Ballard has been set back up. Interesting. We're up to 5th position, down to 5th now. Oh, don't hit the grass. You hit the grass. Teammate is behind by 17 seconds. So we shouldn't have to worry about that for the time being. What we do have to worry about is trying to get back up to Vettel, but at the same time keeping the car on the track. Personal best in the wet.
Vettel 5 seconds ahead. 5 seconds ahead of you.
This track is way too wet. We're gonna have to come in for wet tires.
Wet tires for next box.
We'll do that next lap. For those of you that don't know me, I hate wet races. I love watching them, I just can't. I hate driving in them.
Pit for full wet. The current compound isn't finding the grip you need.
And that was what I was waiting for. Confirmation to pit for wets. Might lose even more positions at this point.
It might be worth thinking about putting a set of full wets on. We've seen a few people change over.
Yes, Andy, I know. I requested wets last lap. And god damn, it is slippery. Doesn't look like this race will finish in the dry. Which kind of sucks, to be honest, but you know, it's just the way the cookie crumbles. Anyway, my teammate is still a long way back, so we shouldn't have to worry about him passing us while we're in the pit. Or if he decides to do a double stack, which I wouldn't recommend. Yeah, also, if you don't follow Formula 1, they pit using one box for each team. Just make sure I confirm that.
Okay, wet tires for next box.
And there, the blue wall wet. We have been held up by someone.
You're free to rejoin the track. The track is clear.
Skies have opened up here in Shanghai.
The car's fitted with wet tires. You've got one scheduled stop left.
Skies have opened up in Shanghai. We are halfway through the Chinese Grand Prix. see who the leaders are real quick. Rosberg, Ricciardo, and Hamilton. Okay. Now we are at the halfway point. This is the Chinese Grand Prix. We are going to take a break. Nico Rosberg, Daniel Ricciardo, and Lewis Hamilton are your top three. We'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Chinese Grand Prix here at the Shanghai International Circuit. We have completed 30 of the 56 laps scheduled. Still sitting P5, but our teammate Fernando Alonso has cut the gap in half by virtue of a couple of mistakes I made during the commercial. And your leader is still Nico Rosberg. Anyway, news out of the McLaren camp. Fernando Alonso will be running the 2017 Indy 500 instead of Monaco this year, which means Jenson Button has been brought out of his sabbatical for this one race to race beside Stoffel Vandoorne. Alonso will be driving for and is ready with an alliance from McLaren. Hopefully he'll have better luck than he's had this season in Formula One. Who knows, maybe at the end of this season he'll jump ship and go to Indy full time. As for Formula One itself, the Russian Grand Prix this past weekend was less than stellar in my book. In fact, it was terrible. I mean, I'm glad Valtteri Bottas won the race, but there's barely any passing on the track, just in the pit lane. Also, the T-Wing and the Shark Fin are both banned for 2018. Which makes me wonder why they brought that onto the formula in the first place. They're just going to ban it after a single season. I don't know. Experimentation, I guess. Also, the Halo head protection unit will not be utilized in 2018. It has been scrapped in favor of a shield. Not quite sure what it is. I mean, I might have an idea, but I'm not quite sure. As they're coming up on a lapped car. It's one of the Lotus cars. It's either Maldonado or Grosjean. Find out as soon as I get up to him here. Meanwhile, our teammate is now on the same straightaway as we are. And it is Romain Grosjean. Slows down right in the middle of the racing line. And now he lets us go. Take out another Ballard. How many has that been this race? Like 10, 15? Also, if you're wondering where the Mandarin intro was, the foreign language intros will be back next time out in Spain, I believe it is. I decided to go without it since I haven't uploaded this series in so long. I just wanted to get it over with, as it were. Anyway, our teammate is now 4 seconds behind, as we are in the red in terms of fuel, so that's going to be a problem. He is somewhere behind that spray cloud. There he is right there, the red car. Ballard number 1 million. Broken down. And we are 26 seconds behind Vettel. Struggling to get through the snail section. And there's our teammate right there. He's gotten around the lap car of Grosjean. Not sure why I went so slow in that corner. closing in fast.
Red Bull should be coming into the pits within the next 5 laps.
We gotta make a pit stop on lap 41. I'm assuming the track will stay wet. So it'll be for another set of wet tires. Alonso is closing in quick. Now less than 2 seconds back. There he is. I better not hold him up because you do not want to piss off a Spaniard. I don't know. Maybe that's just a stereotype. And if it is, I apologize. No DRS in place, but still going slower than our teammate, and there he is, coming up fast. Still one retirement thus far. It is Esteban Gutierrez in the Sauber.
Current reports are suggesting an improvement in the weather. Light rain expected in around 15 minutes.
And that is good news, as we are going to get light rain in 15 minutes. As we go around the other Sauber, other Sauber of Adrian Sutil, former Force India driver, I meant to say there. Oh, corner cutting, not good. We got another retirement. We'll find out who that is once I get on this back straight. There's only a Caterham. Marcus Ericsson is now the second retirement of this race.
According to our estimates, Vettel should be stopping for tyres in 3 laps time.
Why are you telling me that? He's 30 seconds ahead. I'm not catching him. Not in this. We've opened up the gap slightly between myself and my teammate. Ah, shit. Get off the grass, you dumbass. Hey, that rhymed. And our gap has been closed almost immediately thanks to my excursion in the grass through 1 and 2. not able to hold any apex now. There is our teammate getting ready to pass us, it would seem. We're now 33 seconds behind Vettel, so he's got 4th place locked up unless something happens. Here comes our teammate down the inside. Oh, sorry. We're going to go for the crossover. And we make it stick. That was my bad. Sorry, Stefano. Stefano Domenicali was the team principal of Ferrari at this time period. I believe he was. We're gonna have a pit stop next time, or 2 laps from now. Alonso's still riding our gearbox. We're going to do what we did to Ricardo earlier on. Another 15 minutes. The race will be over by then. Cut him off just a little bit. That wasn't very sportsmanlike of me, but you know what? I'm a racer. I don't play checkers like these guys do. Or not checkers. What the hell am I talking about? I don't follow team orders like these guys do. Anyway, 17 laps left to run. We'll be making a pit stop next time by. This time by, rather. Or maybe we won't. Let me check the tire situation. Maybe we'll keep these on. Maybe we'll keep these on and play a strategy card. See what happens. And Alonso 2 are inside once again. Nothing doing there. Yeah, I'm not boxing, sorry. Not until the rain lets up. Oh shit, we're still on lean fuel mix. I totally forgot about that. And Alonso once again down my inside. We're gonna go for the crossover yet again.
With 5 places below our predicted finishing position, we need to do better.
Well, tell the rain to stop, then we'll do better. How about that? Dickbag. And Fernando stays out with us. Up, down the inside, up, or yeah, down the inside he goes.
Radar suggests the current weather will improve. Light rain in around 5 minutes.
And it has been upgraded to 5 minutes. The light rain will arrive. Or the rain will get lighter, I should say.
We're ready for you. Box in this lap.
No thanks. Getting away from Fernando.
Rich fuel on Mix 3 is there if you need it. You have the performance available and it's your call as to when and where to use it.
I know. Believe me, I'm aware. I'm not driving a Caterham or a Marussia anymore. And there goes Fernando into the pit lane. Maybe we should stop.
Fernando's in the pits.
Is everyone still on wets? Yes, they are. Alright. We're gonna pit this time by. And we got Jules Bianchi
It's in this lap.
about to go another lap down. You moved over there. Wow, okay. Anyway, we're gonna pit right now.
Fuel is looking really good. You've managed that really well. Release.
And Fernando's gonna go.
For traffic as you rejoin the track.
Fernando's gonna go by us here.
The car behind is on standard revs. Car behind is running standard revs.
Putting the fuel mixture up to standard. Don't know how well that's gonna help.
This is exactly what we need. Push, push.
And it looks like the rain is starting to lighten up. Finally. Way wide. Headed towards the hairpin. And that might be our fate sealed right there. As Fernando gets by. Serious lag. Don't know why. Looks like Fernando's getting caught up on lap traffic. And as I say that, he gets by the lap traffic, and we're going to see who it is in a second here. Valtteri Bottas is somewhere in that spray cloud. The lapped car is once again Kamui Kobayashi, as well as one of the Manners, or not the Manners, one of the Marussias. How is that Ballard not cut one of my tires? And it's Max Chilton going another lap down. Way offline we go. Alonso is gone and Bottas is on the way up. Why do they keep setting that up? Anyway, we're on rich revs, but I don't know if we're catching Alonso or not. Nine laps left here in Shanghai. That's exactly what I'm doing.
fastest in the next car, 6 seconds.
And as I suspected, we're not catching Alonso. But we are opening the gap up on Bottas. So that's good. Seven laps left this time. We've lost the
Pulling out your lead over Bottas. He's lapping half a second slower than you.
we've lost our DRS yet again, but that doesn't matter since it's not activated.
Gap is currently about 6 seconds to the next car. Let's try to reduce it if we can.
What do you think I've been doing for the past 10-15 laps? Trying to reduce this gap. We're gonna get beat by our teammate again. Unless he somehow has a problem. Which at this rate, I don't foresee happening at all.
Be aware, we think the car behind is trying to save fuel.
Started on the pole, didn't even get the fastest lap. Nico Rosberg still leading the race. I'm not sure where exactly he is on the map.
Let's keep pushing. The gap between you and the next car is 6 seconds.
If you want to drive this car, Andy, because you're more than welcome to. I'll just tell the FIA to give you a license. You actually expected me to win a race in the rain. Are you out of your goddamn mind? Actually, of course you are, because if you weren't out of your mind, you wouldn't have expected that from me, because, as I said earlier, I can't drive in the rain at all. Especially not on this difficulty setting. Anyway, we're gonna come around again. 5 laps left.
Bottas is struggling to keep up with your times. He's falling back by a second a lap. 1 second a lap.
Good. Alright, so we got Bottas. Right.
Okay, you're about 6 seconds away from the next car. Keep pushing and hopefully it will start to decrease.
We got Valtteri Bottas right where we want him. And Fernando is starting to fall back to me. At least that's what it looks like. The gap is now down. Okay, it was down to 5.9. Now it's up to 6.4. Oh yeah, in case you guys haven't noticed, I'm exhausted. I haven't recorded a video this long in a long time. Not to mention that the window is not open and it's slightly warm. But, you know, I guess I like to make it as real as possible. Especially since I'm driving a race car. 4 laps left here in China. Gap is now 6.7 on either side. Valtteri Bottas is following us while we're trailing our teammate Fernando Alonso. Tires are struggling now. Actually, they're not doing too bad. It's just me that's struggling. As we go on to the AstroTurf out of the hairpin. Cut the bollard yet again. Teammate has gained another second on us. And we're maintaining the gap to Valtteri Bottas.
We think you could be on the wrong compound. Intermediates should suit the track conditions best.
Did everyone else pit? No, they didn't. Why are you telling me this? Also, why would they Why would they pit with 2.5 laps left? I was gonna say, you better not be pitting now. Two laps left this time by. As our engineer said, we are struggling for grip now.
Slightly slower than you. He's starting to drop behind.
He's been dropping behind. What are you talking about? And then the gap is nearly the same in either direction. 7.5 seconds. Now I've gained.
There is a gap of about 7 seconds between you and the car ahead.
I gained 5/10 in that sector. Stay on the line. Damn it. Uh-oh. Running out of fuel, that's not good. Running out of fuel, and we are almost to the white flag. Final lap here in Shanghai. Nico Rosberg has already taken the white flag. Just hope we don't run out of fuel down that long back straight. Nico Rosberg wins the Chinese Grand Prix. And we are going to get beat by our teammate today. Alonso will come home in 5th. Meanwhile, we will come out of the final corner. Miss the bollard for once. And come home P6. And our driver will be disappointed with that result. As am I.
That's 8 points. Good job.
8 points. Oh. it is a 1-2 finish for Mercedes and a 3-4 for Red Bull. 5-6 for Ferrari, 7-8 for Williams, and the final two positions in the points, Kevin Magnussen of McLaren and Nico Hülkenberg for Sahara Force India. And meanwhile, their teammates, Jenson Button and Sergio Perez, finished 11th and 12th respectively. Let's take a look at the race director real quick. Okay, yeah, no one pitted. No one pitted during that last run. And as I said, we have two retirements. The Caterham of Marcus Ericsson and the Sauber of Esteban Gutierrez. And no race incidents. Not bad. Right, let's go to the points as they run.
You've held on to second in the Drivers' Championship.
We are in second in the Drivers' Championship in a Mercedes sandwich, followed by Fernando Alonso in fourth, Daniel Ricciardo, Sebastian Vettel, Valtteri Bottas, Kevin Magnussen, Jenson Button, and Nico Hülkenberg rounding out the top 10 in points. Meanwhile, the points goes from a large shift. Felipe Massa with 20 points, down to Sergio Perez with only 2, and Romain Grosjean at 13th with only 1 point. And everyone else is pointless at this moment in time. To the garage we go for the moping that the driver will do inevitably. This guy with the camera again. Jesus Christ. When are you gonna learn? This guy again, really? You know what to do. Get out. Now. No, wait. Damn it. Right. Rosberg wins the race, yeah, we know. Alonso crosses the line ahead of teammate, yeah, we know. And we will not level up. Damn. Alright, so we're winning the teammate challenge data, but not by by a lot, but we've outraced each other twice. I've gotten 2 podiums, out-qualified my teammate 3 times. I've got all the fastest laps of the team, and 12 points separates us in the championship. Anyway, the race results. I started on the pole. Finished 6th. Fastest lap I couldn't get in the race. And, well, yeah. And for Spain, we are in for a dry race for Spain this time next race. Anyway, if you enjoyed the calamity, or lack thereof, leave a like, and if you want to see more of this series, anything else I have to offer, subscribe and join the Wheeler Brigade. But until next time, keep the pedal down, keep on rocking, and I will see you in Catalonia.